What's up, people, and welcome back to Leaguescroll. The weekend is approaching quick and fast as the international break is about to take a break, and we'll be back in the Premier League. And let's see a few of the matches. Let's see a few of the matches that will be played during this weekend because it's going to be a bustling weekend of fixtures from Saturday to Monday, and we'll be kickstarting with the Merseyside derby. Liverpool playing against Everton is always a sight for sore eyes because wherever the clubs are at the moment in the table, it doesn't matter because whenever Liverpool play against Everton or Everton host Liverpool, it's always a scintillating match, and we are going to witness one of the best football in the Merseyside derby that will be kickstarting quite early. East African time will be kickstarting at 2:30 p.m. and it's always you don't know how the match is going to go, but all the early kickoffs have always been boring or doesn't go as the fans expect for both the teams. So, but yeah, let's wait and see what the match has in store for us. I'll be surely happy to watch that game and see what Mo Salah or the likes of the Kure at Everton have in store for us. So far, so good for Liverpool. They are in the top four. They have had a few VAR mishaps in the Tottenham game, but yeah, they have also drew against Brighton just before the international break, and they'll be quite happy to get back on their groove and play against a revitalized Everton, who also have lost against Luton, who are just promoted to the Premier League, but they're looking wavy. But let's see if this match is going to be one to watch on Everton and see if they can actually not battle for relegation this time round because they have been in and out of that bad relegation battle a few years, and it's not looking good when you go into another year as favorite to go down. So yeah, let's see how the game is gonna go. We also have a few other fixtures for the weekend, and I'll be concentrating on the big six fixtures because we have Manchester City just at the back of two consecutive defeats in the English Premier League and one in the EFL Cup, which they got bundled out by Newcastle with a 1-0 thrashing. And yeah, Man City surely should be bouncing back to their groove with Pep's men surely looking on to get because these guys they're treble winners. We don't have any complaints about how these guys usually perform. But with a few injury cases and a few missing players, key players missing in their side, it looks like Manchester City are like any other team and can be beaten by any other team. But let's look on to this weekend because Man City will be hosting Brighton and Hove Albion at the Etihad, and with the return of Rodri on the side, will they actually be surely favorites to win that game because Brighton are at the back of drawing against Liverpool and coming back to draw that fixture because they really did their best. As always, Brighton are Brighton, and they'll always showcase their best from the word go up till 90. So I don't know what to predict on that fixture, but Man City surely should get their first win at the bounce of at the back of two consecutive defeats at Wolves and at Arsenal. So at home, surely again in front of their fans, their multitude will be up. Uh, there will surely be an uproar if they lose. So the fans will be surely backing their squad badly enough to get that win against Brighton. So yeah, Chelsea is another big one for the weekend against Arsenal as Arsenal travel down to West London to face against their arch rivals in London, Chelsea, who have they are still having a few tumultuous period in their new management and a few injury cases, a few missing players and all that. But surely Arsenal also missing a few players and a few not sure to feature in that fixture, like the likes of Bukayo Saka, the likes of William Saliba. We don't know if they will feature, but looking back to how Arsenal surely played against Manchester City, they approached the game in a new tactic, and I know Mikel Arteta should be the starring of that fixture, surely with how he picks the side, which guys are more inclined to get a result against the Chelsea side. And surely, if they get the 3 points against Chelsea, it will Arsenal will be going up in the table again just before Tottenham play against Fulham on Monday, and Manchester City will also be looking at that game, really yearning for Arsenal to get a loss so that they can try and climb up in front of Arsenal. Arsenal surely look like the title contenders this season, and going to Chelsea, any fan out there will tell you they expect nothing less than a win from Arsenal because they have done it before. And just last season, we had Gabriel Magalhaes sole goal win it for Arsenal at the bridge. So yeah, I really expect Arsenal to win that fixture. May there be Saka or not, but I think Arsenal already have the groove and they have the formula to win against this big team. So Mikel Arteta will be the sole proprietor of how exactly that game is going to go. And playing against a Poch side, he surely should be knowing exactly what to expect because Pochettino has been at Tottenham and has played. I think he might have. I'm not sure if he had left before, but surely Mikel Arteta knows exactly what to expect against Port side. But let's move on to another late kickoff at Sheffield United grounds, as we'll be having Sheffield host Manchester United at 10 p.m. East African time on Saturday. Manchester United were really well saved by the press against by the brace of McTominay against Brentford because it looked kind of iffy, you know. Brentford had all the chances to win that game, but they kind of approached the second half laxity. They wanted to just sit back and defend, and that is where their downfall came in because Manchester United pressed hard enough to get that win with a late change that proved to be quite the best change for Manchester United this season. They will be looking at it at the end of the season and thinking, yeah, that was the right change. And this guy really saved us because right now they could be at the bottom of the bottom half of the table, and yeah, so they should be building on that. Marcus Rashford also hitting a few goals in the international period, and yeah, with England surely having uh, qualified for the Euro 2024, the players will be now surely mentals direct into their clubs, and let's see, it's going to be a really good atmosphere moving on. So yeah, let's expect a really great game against Sheffield, who are also not a bad team, but I don't know how many wins they have picked so far. I haven't looked much into that, but I think Manchester United should go out there and surely try and get a win to build on what they have been doing in the international break, and yeah, also just calm down the narrative of the takeover because it's now evident that Jim Ratcliffe will be taking a mere percentage in the rebuild, and let's see how that is gonna go. So yeah, they should be surely up and at it to get to Sheffield and try and win that match. But let's see how that's gonna go, because we also have another one on Monday night football. Tottenham playing against Fulham. On paper, Tottenham playing against Fulham looks like a game that Tottenham should surely go out there and win. But looking at how Fulham played their last fixture, the likes of Willian shooting shots from outside the box, getting a goal just before the international break. I don't know how Fulham are preparing for this game, but Tottenham surely look revitalized. They one injury case will actually crumble everything that Ange Postecoglou has been building for Tottenham. But for Fulham's case, I think they have nothing to lose. They just want to make it memorable, and also I think they're trying to get into the European positions. So let's expect a great game for the two London teams, and Tottenham will be missing, I think, Isuma, who got sent off red, and also if he were just to get a yellow on that game, he will be still missing a few fixtures because he had accumulated a few. So yeah, but favorites on that fixture surely should be Tottenham. Playing on their ground has been a revelation for them. They are getting well rested with no more European fixtures, not looking up onto a few other like EFL Cup fixtures or Europa League. So they should surely be well rested to hit the ground running against Fulham just after the international break. So let's wait and see if they're gonna do that. I hope they don't. But yeah, those are the big six fixtures that are being played just after the international break. Let's wait and see how those games are gonna go. But yeah, so far so good, you guys. It's kind of rainy here in Kenya, and let's see. I hope you guys are well, and yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, and always comment on this for more content. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Adios.